I made a low mass plane. I think this is like the plane. I think this is like a KSP plane with I believe like the least amount of mass. As you see, we have a generator right here, and if your landing sucks, we also have 2 parachutes right here. As you can see, it has 17 parts. The height, yeah. As you can see, also the mass is 1.35 tons. And yes, this thing can actually fly. Here's proof. Alright. Just gonna do some, we're just gonna load in really quick. Don't mind that. Anyways, here's proof that this plane, let me go see. Here's proof that this thing can actually fly. Start off the engine and, alright. So flight velocity is around 50 to 60 meters per second. Anything higher and you're good to go. Top speed, for 1 to 3,000 meters is, I believe, 370 to 360 meters per second. We're gonna do a low altitude speed test and a high altitude speed test. Low altitude is gonna be less than 1,000, around 200 to 1,000, somewhere between that. The high altitude is gonna be 1,500 to 3,000 meters high. As you can see, yep. So we're reaching our max speed right now. This is powered this way. It is powered by a 1.2 basic jet engine. And yeah, we're reaching our max speed. Yeah, that sometimes happens. It's really easy. All you have to do, yeah, that sometimes happens. This stuff. I have to do standard pro grade and stability assist. Just slowly move your way up. Don't go too fast. Because due to this craft being like so small, if you move too fast, due to this craft being so small, when you like normally when you hold down, due to the craft being so heavy, it rotates a little bit, but as you can see, we have a small reaction alignment wheel there. That right there is more than enough, and so that's gonna rotate your craft really hard, really a lot. But just hold on, let's go more a little bit. And basically, that will just like mess you over with that. So I'm doing a small improvement. Anyways, we're reaching our top speed right now. We're reaching our top speed for the low altitude. And we'll just go yeah, reaching our top speed right now. And I'm just really bad at landing, which is why I'm gonna use the parachutes. But if you're really good at landing, then use parachute. And alright, so the top speed, yeah, we basically reached this. Now we're just gonna go up. As you can see, we're going up close to a 45-degree angle and going a little bit overboard. So we're just going to go down real quick. And that should set its pro grade. There you go, stability assist. Rotate properly. And then move up small increments. Now, as you can see, the speed's going up. And it's actually going to pass the high speed altitude right here. We just do like that. Yep, and we go a little bit high. Sometimes, even though if you have stability assist, it just stays off. See, it's like the manual control keys. As you can see, it's going up slowly, but it's still going up. I think this is around Mach 1 if I'm correct. And yeah, just stop, but it could go faster. I think if I'm correct, the top speed for all altitudes is around like is near 400 meters per second, somewhere around there. That's. But yeah, this thing is pretty cool. Anyways, anyways, I'm gonna show y'all how to. I'm gonna show y'all like if you lose control. Like just like this, I guess. On my own purposes, control. Yep. As you can see, yep. Just does that. The speed it up real quick. As you can see, here's what you do. So there's 2 parachutes, which is actually more than enough to slow it down. Once those parachutes are I just put these, the thing slows down from around 100 meters per second to about like 3 to 5 meters per second. As you can see, it's like, yeah, it just does that. Yeah. Yeah, also I recommend to turn your engine off. But just so you know, if you're ever gonna land on water, you can't launch it again if you land on water unless you like recreate this and install a docking port and then bring your craft over to basically get out of the water and launch it again. Like if you're gonna make this craft by itself, then yeah, good luck trying to launch it again from the water. Speak about water, we landed. And here's proof actually that you can't launch this in water. It's not that it's gonna destroy, it's that it can't reach the velocity, I believe. Or maybe it may just get destroyed, I don't know. You know, this is actually the first time I've tested this, so let's see. Yeah, it's slowing down. Oh, no, you can. Alright. It's actually pretty cool. Alright, so never mind, scratch that. We can launch out of water. Alright. Problem is, how are we gonna land if we got no parachutes? I mean, yeah. Again, we're literally above water, so like if we just smack in, we're gonna just explode, yeah. I normally launch rockets, so this landing may suck. I know we have to go really slow, that's all I know. Yep, yeah, yeah, the giant ship exploded, but like I feel like with enough training, you can actually land this. And but at least we have a prototype right here. And oh yeah, also the air combustion explode. Yeah, sure. But you can still recover this. You know, just like recover this. Stuff like that. And yeah, I did a few test flights of this. One of them is up here. And actually, I'm gonna show you the prototype. So I'm gonna show you a prototype of this. So back then, what I just did, this is right here the plane. The prototype. You're supposed to launch it out of the the VAB, and there's these 2-star rocket motor boosters. They just launch it, and then you can land this thing, but only once, unless you have like a Kerbal on board that can just redo those parachutes. Other than that, the prototype is like, I guess you can call it for like air testing purposes. But then, what I basically did, I really just took the plane in the middle, and I just removed the SRBs and of course the separating things, and I added these miniature wheels. I added these things right here. Yeah, the steer wheel, no brakes. Not know that. Alright, so no brakes, I guess. Like yeah, it costs basically $5,000. It has the Smurfs Delta V, of course, it says jets. And as you can see, 17 flies in and out. If you want, alright, if you want, here's all the parts I used. For the pods, I used this prototype Okoto because like these two are the same. It's just here. This one is just barely smaller than that one. You know. Secondly, the rest of these, they don't have any like control. Plus, their electric cars is like way too little. And yeah, but I could probably replace this Okoto with a Okoto 2. I'm sorry if I'm saying Okoto wrong. That's just how I pronounce it. And if you want, you could probably just remove this entirely with this, or replace it with a EAS1 external command C if you want to. Anyways, for the electric charge, I used the Z200 because the Z100, I feel like although it has less mass, as you can see, I feel like the Z100 just gonna like affect. I feel like it's just gonna be like kind of weird, so I put it like that, make it look more cleaner. Plus, 200 I feel like is a safe margin. And for the solar panel, I used only one arc stab per valve panel, and it's facing up, but because like when you're flying this during the day, it's just gonna like gather up like stuff like that. Yeah. And actually, this 200 things because of this. I put a reaction wheel in here, so like you can easily get out of like a spin off or something goes wrong. And then for the engine, I told you before I used a Juno basic jet engine. Firstly, because it's the lowest mass engine. Second of all, with the fuel tanks, which is 2 MK0 liquid fuel, it fits perfectly. And plus, you don't have to use NAS and CS adapters, so that's cool. And for the air intakes, use a small circular intake. So yeah. For the wings, I used a structural wing type D with the two Evlon 4s attached to right here. Parachutes, I used two MK2R radial mount parachutes. The drogue chutes, I feel like if people are really bad at landing, the drogue chutes wouldn't work. So I use like two of these. And I use two because just what if I was about to say what if people like messes up, but no, doesn't have to be like mess. But still, yeah. Like these two, just so you can slow it down to a nice and safe speed, make sure nothing breaks. Like yeah, just like the bare. I guess you could say it's the bare minimums to get something flying. So yeah, I guess you can call that like around 10 minutes of me explaining how I made this. But yeah, all right. Here, I'm just gonna be quiet. If y'all want, y'all can recreate this. So I'm just move this, and the part where you move everything is a jet engine. I don't care what anybody says. Just zoom out and yep, there we go. Just gonna stay still, just move around the camera and just basically yeah. And also I showed how the wheels. It's this thing. So yeah, got the KSP leather wheels you can glide around. Yeah. So if anybody wants to recreate this, I guess, here you go. Maybe modify it to make it have less mass. I really want somebody to try and turn this into 1 ton or less, because that would just be like amazing, you know? I know one way that y'all can probably save mass. Y'all could probably replace this and put this right here. Although the battery charge is like 5 charge less than this, it's still a lower mass. But here's the thing though, like if you're going for like least amount of money and least amount of mass, this right here costs go to cost real quick. This right here costs 450. Yeah, and this right here costs 1,048. So yeah, that'll probably bring up the price. But if you only care about mass, then yeah, just use this. Yeah. And then the jet engine, you could probably do nothing about that. I'll be honest. The chutes, you could probably do like only one of these, but like the two is just to make sure you're safe. The wheels, yeah, the wheels. Although this is like a little bit, I feel like if you could add like somebody could add like I don't know. I was about to say if somebody could add like a piston system that automatically brakes, but no. We have these chutes already, so like yeah. I guess you can use those like braking chutes, I guess. And yeah, I guess that's it for the things I believe that can make this less mass, but like. Yeah, I guess that's it. I guess that's just 15 minutes of me ranting about a low mass jet. So yeah, that's it. See you later.